this out. Let me set this up for a moment. I have said out loud, and I believe, that this is one of the design elements we're going to get called out on, where people are going to say, what were they afraid of? Why did they make this so, why did they do it this way? The question for me is not whether this is a good design or not, because I actually think it's not a good design. I mean, I don't love it. The question is, what's going to put us in the better position to have a rationale for what we show? So if we change it without having gone through some kind of a process of having shown it as we promised, then it's going to be harder from my perspective to say we didn't honor our promise to the families who were so worried about this. If we open with this and people don't love it, we can very easily say, we know this was a compromise. This was because we were trying to be respectful of those families who were so vocal about being concerned about having the portraits of the hijackers, the people who killed their loved ones, in the same place as their loved ones. But given the response of the public, we really feel the public can handle bigger pictures, so we're going to do that now. I just worry about preempting that process and going on our own and changing it. We should look at the alternatives.
I have two alternatives to show you. I have staying on the horizontal and getting larger, and then I have just the
and I
wall
just want to answer one question. Bob De Niro yesterday when he went through his one, he didn't like it either. But he said that he found it too designed because of this. The reason it goes this way is because we had to add copy about the fifth.
Yeah. Okay.
That feels right to me.
It does to me too. These are all the same as this,
Correct.
right? And so these are only going to be 4 anyway because
Right.
it's flight 93.
Yes.
Could you pull the top right one?
Top right. That's this one.
Like pull it away so we can see the smoke. Just.
Just one smaller.
Yeah.
That made fit better in the end.
Would you keep the name font sizes the same?
But like Amy said, we're not designing it. That we'd have to go back to Dave and say, relay this out.
You're thinking this is going to perhaps work better. Is that what you mean, Abby?
I like it.
I think the bigger they are, the more personified. It's like that's something you put in your wallet. That size, the biggest one. Whereas, and you really see the guys like teeth, and I don't know. I personally like the
actually-
smaller.
I like them larger because I don't think you see the evidence stickers. Like the trouble we went to kind
That's
of,
the main thing.
true.
Right.
Although I think you see,
you could. I like 3 and 4.
Can you point it out, note it in the text? That like the evidence sticker that's in the right corner.
That seems too footnoty. Like it should work visually rather than.
If we're going to go bigger, I'd go bigger. I mean, I'd use that one. I mean, if you're going to make the change, and that still doesn't feel to me like we did something different. I'm sorry, Emily.
We think it's 2 by 3.
That we did something altogether different from what we were saying out
Your
loud.
finger is probably bigger than.
that's an exact range.
It's an exact inch.
Blessed.
Okay. Do you want to look at the vertical, or you want?
Yes, so
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so it's either the largest or the second largest that we're considering.
I'll trade you. Thank you.
No problem.
I'm gonna keep my larger guys. If you don't mind. So can somebody help us line it up at the right height vis-a-vis?
So the idea here is that it's continuing the panels on the wall. As long as we're changing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so
Great.
we have to, the only thing, all right, and I mean, I don't know how much, we want to make this place not feel holy in any way.
Correct.
Because
Because it's
there's nothing
feeling-
else here,
Well-
and the
Well, the
lights
lighting
are,
isn't
Let
right
me-
right now.
let me
Let's
ask-
remember that.
A question. I mean, this is not structural. It is a major change to take this thing out. But it could be taken out if
I
think the
wouldn't
main
do
thing
that.
is this, is if you could just, I don't
Yeah,
know.
shear that off
Yeah,
so that
that's
it goes
something
with
with
the
the light.
bend in the wall. This is so weird.
that is going to limit the size, but
Well, not necessarily other pictures. I mean, he could make, I mean, obviously, I'm not the designer, but you could go like that.
Well, he could also make it
but
taller.
remember when we
Let
had
them work on it.
when we
Tell them
had
that we
these
want-
guys going across.
Yeah, it makes it bigger. But I guess I don't understand why this just can't cut the bend and still be square. It doesn't need this.
Yes,
Yeah,
agreed.
it doesn't need the queer little thing of things. Sorry.
So how are we going to decide about the largest or the second largest?
I think we're going to ask him to make proofs of both sizes.
Okay.
How does that sound?
That sounds good. And figure out how he's going to get the fifth
Yeah, that'll be
hijacker
the next-
information in.
And without this spiky thing.
Very strange
And then
thing.
we'll look at that.
Yep.
Okay.
Good. Excellent. Well done. And I'd love a set of those pressed things.
Yes,
That would
yeah, I
be
think
great
Michael
to
said
have.
he was gonna.
He's going to say, I didn't get him in, but so, you
Yes,
got him
he
at
gave
the easier. Everybody's so busy. Okay.